Hello. Yeah, well, I'm really very enjoying that we are again meeting with a special reason, and that is spoken English classes. So you will be my master, and I would be learning from your side. So please help me in that. I would like to say one that you tell me any story that the richest man in Babylon, and after that, according to that, I will repeat that story, and you will correct my mistakes in this story. Will you? Thank you for your summarization. You have done it well. So he was being appointed to teach others how to be rich, and he had some general principles, very simple principles by which a person could be rich in some few days, within some few days. But there was a rules and regulations, so that from their own income they could have to this one they could have to save 10% of their income, and by that 10% they should invest in such a way so that this investment so that these savings can be a potential one to support their dream and support their way of savings, way of living life. Is that true? Well, thank you. The summarize is Arkad was really very great person, and also he was really very rich in financially. Also he was rich in thoughts also, because for being rich I think the thoughts should be very greater, and according to the thought effort should be made within that. That is really crucial for everyone. And another thing is that he was choose to teach others how to be rich in financial portions. And that's why his way of living life was really very simple. The rules of getting rich were very simple and easy to catch. That means people have to save 10% of their savings in the to make the investment grow, and after later the investment could work for them forever. That was also the main reason that Arkad was pointing out others to do the same. And another thing is that Arkad was uh, giving the uh, span of some secrets, that how to be conscious about that investment. Is that true? Please guide me something else. Thank you. Thank you. The things you are giving me, the informations about the story, The Richest Man in Babylon, I really liked the story. And the rules of being rich is really getting easier for anyone to choose. And sometimes, yeah, you are really correct that for making something big, you have to think big. That's really very crucial for everyone, and that works actually. So in this story, I want to make something to add here, that Arkad was not a man of thinking. He was man of genuine, that person that can make a simple life. Having a simple life, you can lead a life very easily. So please tell me something about more about that story, should that so that I can learn many things about that story and I can understand something else about. Thank you. Thank you. So many things I learned, and I was really very listening to you with a great passions here, because the pronunciation also I could I had to listen to you. And yeah, he was really a great, where he was leading his life with a great value, and he was giving the value to the savings, also his thoughts and efforts, and also he was making his life by liking valuable to others, by teaching others how to do that and how to lead a life. That's really very important for everyone. So if you have any skill, yeah, you were emphasizing in skill to be developed. Yes, that's also correct, because whenever someone is going beyond the general living, that person have to emphasize or vigorously point out the skill that he should have or she should have. Otherwise, the things are going very difficult. So, making someone skilled or making something skillful in our journey to learn something else, to do something, to get something better from that effort. It's really very enlarging thing to the mind. So let me thank you for your most important thing, that a person to be skilled enough for learning something to grow in his life. So please tell me something more about that, so that I can be listening to you, your pronunciation, and also come to know something about that more. Please. Thank you. You were adding something whenever you are summarizing this story, and that's really very special to me to listen. One thing you have added here, one more thing, that is risky. So someone should be very skillful in risky investment, and that is have to be skilled, because without the skill of knowing where I'm investing, where my money should grow, that is no work can be done, nothing can be come out, no overcome will be there. So from the how to make this investment, and without any risk, that is also a skill to be skilled. And that in that situation, in that level, Arkad was the master of making this skill to be you can see that means to be owned. That was his really very good skill, and he owned. And every time, whenever you are going to learn something, you should have a guide. Either it is in financial, either it is in any skillful learning, or whatever it may be. Someone should be your guide, and that guide should guide you the way it can give a very good overcome out of that guidance. So Arkad, in that city, Babylon, he was really the most important and most successful guide for the person who are really willing to get the stage of Arkad, who was already on in that stage of being rich. So he was not in rich in financially, he was also rich in mind. So being rich is not a work to be skillful. Someone should be rich in mind. So are you agree with that? Please tell me something. Yes, ChatGPT Master, you are really correct here. I was really able to understand all the things that is valuable for learning this story. One thing is that, and another thing is that every time people should be really they should have the patience. Yes, the to make money is a really exciting one, and everyone will be the most excited person whenever he should invest his or her money. So the word you have involved here, that is patience, that is important too. And I think whenever we are working, we are working, sometimes it is showing the result, sometimes it's not showing the result, sometimes it's 6 times. So we all the people as a emotional being, we should be always in that harmony of being patient, and that is also needed for being rich in mind and being rich in financially. What do you think? Yeah, ChatGPT Master, I'm really very glad enough to talk with you about this story. And by the conclusion, if I want to make the conclusion, then I have learned that someone should be very skillful about something new, whatever he or she is doing, number one. Number two, how to make everything very disciplined. That is also very important. Money is not a matter whenever your mindset matters, and that is also very crucial for everyone to be rich. And also, to become rich financially, someone has to be rich in mind. If someone is getting rich in mind, then no distractions can restrict the person to be rich in mind, in rich in thought, and rich in financially. That's it's also important. And always I recommend, and also I am supporting that preservance. Perseverance is really very very important for anyone to gain anything, whatever he or she is willing to get in his or her life. That's really important. So tell me, what do you think about that? That's really sounds great, ChatGPT Master. Whenever you say something about any topic, I start to listen to you very carefully, because the pronunciation you make, it's really encouraging and also very worth of learning. That's really important for me to listen to you, to be a listener of what you are talking about, and that's really important for me. And second, one thing is that I want to add here, that everything is needed. Mindset is needed. Financially skillful is to be someone to be skillful. It's also needed, but according to time. Time is also a factor. If the time is not permitting, then someone has not to be give up. That person has to make his skill in more knowledgeable way, so that the time should come intentionally to make him or her to be a rich person, in mind, in thought, and in financially, in every ways, every phases of life. What do you think? Please tell me. Yeah, that's really correct, ChatGPT Master. I really liked the voice you make, and you make understand everything very easily. You are not using the new words here. So I would like to say you, whenever you are just talking to me, please like to try to you please share new words, and also with the meanings of that, so that I can learn how to use new words, because I want to replace some old words about whenever I want to learn English. That is also very important. And another thing is that I wanna make it a short summarize of that story. The richest man in Babylon. And the person was Arcad. He was really very rich, but the inhabitants of that area of that city were really very poor. They have the income, but they don't know how to make that income about the source of their living life very wisely. So the persons are seeking and asking or requesting Arcad to teach them how to be the same as he was. And then he started to follow the some important rules that someone should have to save 10% of his salary. Then he has to be invest that savings, and again that person has to be the owner of perseverance, and also the main the sensible person of waiting for the time. And that's the really thing, that if someone has the main things of that, then the person should have the quality to be rich in mind, in thought, and in his efforts to make himself or herself a very rich person. So that's all about the story. So please, you summarize something about the story so that we can come to an end of our discussion, and we can make another discussion to move on, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting my discussion today. And I would like to tell you that you please guide me like the way you have guided during 3 days long. And I want to make it very successful one. So thank you for today. And tomorrow we shall be talking again with any other topic, and we shall be learning, and especially I shall be growing with you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here are we have talked, and these are the portions ChatGPT between ChatGPT and I have talked about, guys. So please, guys, you can see whatever the discussions are being done here, that all are given here. So you can see easily all the things that we have done. And that's the thing. And we are really, if we are really promised to ourselves, then we can learn our spoken English, that fluency. We can earn that fluency, we can gain fluency as much as possible. So you can see here, whatever I have discussed with him, whatever the chat GPT master has replied me, that's all about the things are there. And I'm really very glad enough that we have a conversation partner like that. And we can practice whenever, whatever we want to make a discussion, and whenever we want to make this discussion. So that's all for today, and we shall be coming with ChatGPT again with another topic, and with new words, with new knowledge, new pronunciation, and all. And we shall be growing together. So thank you, dears. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.